What's up, everybody? Told you I'd be back. I'm here to do a thread reply to Ron Haggerty's, Mind Over Metal channel about favorite band and why. Boy, this is a really tough subject for me because I have like a top probably 20 favorite bands, but I do have top 3 I can give you. And they're probably tough to decide, but the number 1 is my favorite band. I'll save that for last. But we're gonna go with this. I'm just gonna show the album I have on hand. I'm not gonna show their debut or anything like that. But I'm gonna show my 3 favorite bands. Tell you why. There's not really big reasons sometimes. It's just what captures you. And we'll go with number 3 of this group, and that's Stryper. This is their newest. Oh my God, I forgot it. Goddamn Evil. Wow. Anyway, this is Stryper was a blind buy for me back in the day. I can remember where I got it, when I seen it. It was the year it was released, which I can't remember. 85, I think it was. It was at a wall-to-wall sound back in the Roosevelt Mall in Philadelphia, where I'm originally from. I bought a lot of blind stuff back then because we didn't have the internet. We had to get lucky. But back then it was pretty easy to distinguish, metal, hard rock stuff. Probably 99% of the time. And I bought Soldiers Under Command, and it was the cassette. And obviously on the front it's a yellow and black van, and they're in, they've got guns. Those bad things, guns. And they're all dressed up in their bumblebee outfits, as I call them, because it's still funny. These days it's funny. I thought it was kind of cool back then because it was different. And they were singing about Christianity and God. And I'm not a Satanist. I'm not a highly religious person. I believe in God. Take it however you want to do that, whatever. But Stryper caught my attention. Michael Sweet's voice. It's usually the voice that will get me. Unless you're phenomenal like my next fave is. Michael Sweet's voice got me right away. That album's fantastic. That's still a 9.9 for me. I'd call it a 10 because I love the album. I think I call it 9.9 or something because of one song on one of my rankings, but just a great band. Their last 3 albums have been phenomenal. This one, which is their latest, is actually crawling up there. It might be like my 3rd favorite album at this point. Oh yeah, and this is the gold version, the exclusive through the band. There's only 100 copies of them. So there's that. And next, I can remember I was listening to a radio show back home. I can't remember if it was 94 WYSP or 93.3 WMR. One of them had a show called Metal Shop. That name's been pretty popular from watching your guys' videos, that the locals had a metal shop thing. And I actually heard, the first time I heard that show, I heard 2 songs that blew me away. First one was Warlock's, oh my God. Alright, I think it was. Off Hellbound. I can't remember the name of the song right now. I think it was Alright. And I love that song. And then the second song came on, and didn't know the guy at the time. I can't remember the year. I think it's 85 as well, or 84. 84. And the guitarist is, comes on nice and slow. It was called the instrumental was called Black Star. At the time I didn't know it was called. It wasn't instrumental. First time I heard it, but it blew me out of the water. Like, I heard that. It's just like the first time I heard Judas Priest, Metal Gods, it just did one of those things where I went, wow, what is that, And that's Yngwie Malmsteen. I'm not going to say Rising Force. Yngwie Malmsteen, guitar work. Pretty much my channel's named after the song as well, Black Star. He's a bit of a douche nugget, but you can't deny the man's talent. He started essentially a whole genre. Or you can say Ulian John Ruth Roth, you can do it, did as well. He had a bit of that style. But he started the genre, you know, of the Bach rock, as I call it, the classical guitarist and stuff like that. He became the face of it. And I remember that night in my bedroom, like, holy shit, what did I just hear, you know? And then finally, this is my absolute favorite band. My channel's not named after it because I just figured it'd be too obvious. And I almost named my channel Mr. Scary's Vinyl, but you kind of know where I'm going with this. My favorite band of all time is Dokken. This is one of the best live albums of all time for me as well. Don's voice is so unique to me, and the first time I heard him was actually on a 45 7-inch. I call it 45's mold. I can't remember the second song. I said, I can't see you. I can't see you, and I think Breaking the Chains was the B-side. This is before the band was actually a band. This was basically just Don Dokken himself. And then I heard the Breaking the Chains album, you know, the song Breaking the Chains, which was on a video and stuff like that. And his voice just always got me, pulled me in right away. I've met these guys a couple times back in my youth. Talked about that wall-to-wall sound. I used to have a friend whose mother worked there. So when they had the bands come in to do signings, which there was a lot of back then, she would give me a pass to come in so I could meet the bands. I didn't work there, but they don't know that, you know. So I met them actually twice in-store signings, you know, behind the scenes. I'm not going to say it was a great experience because of one specific guitarist, but other than that, I can't say it was bad. He just was very to himself. Just didn't really acknowledge you. But everybody else in the band was cool. And that might have made a bit of the reason why I fell in love with the band. To this day, one of my favorite song is probably "Alone Again" by Dokken. Yes, it's a ballady song, but that's my favorite song by Dokken. "Walk Away" is another ballad song they put. Actually, it's on this album. It's the only studio on this album, and that's before they broke up. When I was young, and that song, when I found out what that song was about, and I realized they were breaking up, I pretty much cried. I loved that band that much back then. There's been incarnations of the band in the past few years, and they're pretty good. The Lightning Strikes album was probably the closest to their old school sound since Broken Bones ain't bad. Don's voice is terrible now. I've got the new album somewhere, but it's terrible. It's a shame. They should just cut it out. But that being said, there's mine. I mean, why is kind of an open subject because it just could be a song you love to death. But there's my three favorite bands. I mean, obviously you got Dio, Judas Priest, bands like that. Wasp was one of my favorite bands. Who else? Sabotage. I mean, like I said, I probably got a top 15, 20 favorite band stuff while I will buy anything they throw out. But anyway, Ron, there's my response. Great subject. I'll link Ron, but I'm sure everybody that knows me knows Ron. But if the straggler that doesn't know Mind Over Matter, damn it, Mind Over Metal, please check out Ron's channel and sub. Good channel, lots of videos. It gets his kids involved once in a while. Talk to y'all soon. Have a good night.